Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope you all must be fine in your homes. So today we are going to cover your third tense, present perfect tense. So let's try to this tense with the definition. The present perfect is a tense used to express completed action which have occurred in the past, are connected to the present and still have effect on it. So the present perfect tense is used to express completed action which has happened in the past but still going on in the present. So in the easy language we can say the present perfect is used to indicate a link between the present and the past. So let's see the uses of this tense. This tense is used to express a recently completed action. So let's try to understand it with the examples. I have just finished cooking. He has gone to Mumbai to attend the marriage of his cousin. So in two sentences you can see the action, the work completed just now. It is used to express past action when the time is not given or not definite. So let's try with the examples. Let's try to understand it with the examples. I have read this novel but I don't remember the story. Have you had your lunch? No, I haven't had it yet. So the work which just started nearby in the future but has no fixed time. It is used to express past action or event, the result of which still persists, means continue. It is used to express past action or event, the result which is still going on in the present. Okay. The work which started in the past but its result is still being seen in the present. So let's see the example. He has had a good fortune. Perhaps he has become rich. Okay. So it is used to express an action that began in the past but continues up to the present moment. Okay. As I told you, the action which has started in the past, begin in the past, but its result we can see in the result is continue in the present moment. Okay. I have taught at the school for 10 years. I am still here. We have waited all the day for the match to begin and we are still waiting. So in two sentences you can see the action that began in the past, in the nearby past, but continues up to the present moment. Okay. So let's see the formation of the sentences, structure of the sentences. The present perfect tense is formed with the has and have. Okay. Has or have and plus third form of the verb. So we will put, first of all we will put subject plus helping verb has or have plus third form of the verb plus object. So as you know, has is placed if the subject is third person singular, like he, she, it, singular noun or singular name. And if the subject is they, we, you, I or plural noun, plural name, then we will put their have as a helping verb. So let's see the example. He has eaten orange. We have eaten guavas. So let's see the formation of the negative sentences. The negative sentences is formed by putting not after the has have. Okay. So negative means not. So first of all we are going to put here subject plus helping verb has or have plus not plus third form of the verb plus subject. Okay. So note is added after the helping verb. So let's see the example. He has not eaten oranges. Okay. So let's see the formation of the interrogative sentences. The interrogative is formed by placing has or have before the subject. So first of all we are going to put here helping verb has or have plus subject plus third form of the verb plus subject. And remember, after the sentences, after the formation of the sentences of interrogative sentences, we must put the question mark. So in present perfect tense, interrogative sentences starts with the helping verb has or have. Rule of the using has or have is the same as mentioned in the positive sentences. You know, as you know, where we have to put the has or have as a helping verb. So let's see the example. Has he eaten oranges? Have we eaten fruits? So let's see the formation of the interrogative negative sentences. So we are going to put here helping verb has or have plus subject plus note plus third form of the verb plus object plus question mark. Okay, so let's see the example. Has he not eaten oranges? Have we not eaten guavas? So here we can write, baby, hasn't he eaten oranges and haven't we eaten guavas? Okay, so my dear students, I hope the topic must be clear by now. Thank you.